Athletes, Coach Blu here. I want to jump into a few tips you might need to know if you're new to running. Running is Addict II Athlete's staple activity, and it's for a few reasons. Running kind of sucks. You learn to love it as you get into it. But at the beginning, it's really kind of hard. We also do it because it's a relatively cheap sport to get into. You don't need much. Decent pair of shoes, off you go. So we liken it a lot to recovery, in that sometimes it's hard to get motivated to get started, much like recovery. Once you get moving and interactive and progressing forward, like in recovery, you start feeling better. And when you get that first finish line, you get all the accolades and all the rewards and all the gratification that comes with accomplishing something really difficult. You're ready to hit that starting line on the next race and do it again, a lot like recovery. So that's why we do this as our staple kind of foundation activity. But there's a lot you need to know before you get going, moving and grooving. Most everyone who starts on Team AIIA Athlete says almost from the get-go, Coach, I'm not an athlete, I'm not a runner. Now that's a lie, because we all were at one time. Remember trick-or-treating when you were a kid? You'd mosey and walk and leisurely get to the other houses. Man, you ran. Remember playing hide and seek, trying to get to home plate? You ran. Somewhere along the line, we lost that flavor, we lost that drive, we lost that motivation. Well, here's some tips that might help you get back activated into a running state of mind. And if you jump on Team AIIA Athlete through our running clinic, we'll teach you some pretty interesting ways using something similar to what the Couch to 5K program is to get you up and running in no time. So let's jump into a few tips you're going to want to know if you're new to running. Okay, athletes, first things first, before you even get out rocking and rolling, creating this new pathway of recovery through erasing addiction and replacing it with things of greater value by running, you got to make sure that you're healthy enough to do this. And so I recommend going out, getting a physical, maybe from your doctor, doing a little bit of a stewardship check on your health before you get going on this. Now, part of it is because I don't want you to get out there and absolutely hate it from day one. So number one, make sure that you go and you find out, making sure from your doctor that you're good to engage in this kind of activity. The second is, as you're creating this new lifestyle and as you're starting to follow some of our running clinic, some coaching from Coach Blu and other coaches on Team AIIA Athlete, or jumping into our running clinic we have every Saturday, that you understand that you can't just show up and take off. You've got to be able to increase this in slow increments, interval training, to where you can increase your stamina. By doing so, you'll be able to train your whole body, not just your running legs, but your whole body, because this is a changing process. You will feel good if you do it the right way. So training muscles, being able to re-establish some kind of physical movement, it'll be a little bit emotional of workouts and things that you're not used to doing, and that's okay, because as you target and as we lean into this slowly, you'll be able to train your body to become quite responsive to the athletic endeavors you want to plan in the future. So by training your whole body, we're talking body, mind, soul, all that, we're going to be able to help create a lifestyle of sobriety and change that's going to be long lasting. Keeping your core strong, doing some exercises, and teaching you to properly stretch so that you understand the concept. If you don't stretch it, it will break. So by leaning into it slowly, using a coach or a team captain to help you, you're going to have a great experience. Number three, take your recovery days seriously. Now, as you start getting into a regimen of working out, maybe you'll run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and take Saturday and Sunday off. Or maybe you'll run Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and take your Tuesdays and Thursdays off. Whatever works best for you. But those rest days you've got to take seriously. Now, addict behavior and mindset is that we've got to go full throttle 24/7. It doesn't work in this world. Your recovery days are important and essential to keep you healthy, to keep you physically fit, and to keep your muscles regenerating as you're breaking them down. And so if you're just trying to go full throttle into this 24/7, you'll burn out fast, and again, it will break. Moving on to number four, you've got to make sure that you're getting good sleep, getting good rest. So time to put down your phone, stop scrolling through the endless Addict II Athlete Facebook posts, maybe stop binge watching the Umbrella Academy or The Office for the umpteenth time, and start getting a good night's rest. This is crucial, not just for athletic abilities, but also for your recovery. And it's essential for you to understand the significance of how important rest And sleep truly is. Now, this is the classic early to bed, early to rise, right? 2021, is that even possible? But you've got to make sure that you're getting an adequate rest, because as you're training, your body's going to rejuvenate, and it's going to need that downtime to restart the engines, to recoup, and to prepare itself to get back into the battle the next day. So not just for athletics, but also for your recovery. Sleep is essential. On that same note, going into number 5, make sure that if you're going to run right, you've got to learn how to eat right. Now, here's a big deal, because we are so easily distracted by time management problems, by convenience and things of that nature, that we got to look at a balanced nutrition in order to get the fuel in so that we have enough power for our runs and for our races and events that we want to participate in. We're going to do a lot of teaching on how to fuel yourself correctly, and we'll get some guest speakers in as well. But know that gone are the days by which you can just survive off of Mountain Dew and Snickers bars. Now's the time to start taking nutrition seriously, not just to become a world-class athlete, right? But also in your recovery. Some of the biggest triggers you have are because of dietary issues that you might be facing. So it's a huge one. Number 6, remember the 2-hour rule, which means as you're running and as you're working out and as your experiences get longer, you want to avoid stomach issues by eating maybe the bigger meals no more than 2 hours before your event. So those old classic experiences of having a really big breakfast before you go out and run, that's all nonsense. You don't need that. So usually if you're going to eat something big, wait about 2 hours, not just to go swimming, right? That's even a myth, but to go out and run, because you don't want to get the bubbly gut after eating a turkey sandwich and chicken Alfredo for the carbo boosting you think you're going to need, which, by the way, carbo boosting, complete lie. We'll get into that too. Now, here's the deal. Running shoes, Ryan. Get a good pair of running shoes, but remember, you're going to be replacing them about every 500 to 600 miles, depending on where you're running. So don't go for the highest end expensive shoes right away. Team AIIA Athlete, we use a lot of the ultra running shoe, and we find out that they're very strong, very durable, but there are a lot of different varieties. The best thing you can do is go into a running store and explain to the guy or gal behind the counter what you want to do, and they'll help hook you up. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. This isn't going to come fast, and for those of you guys that think you're going to go out there and run a marathon from your get-go, that's not how this works. So make sure that you understand that patience comes with practice, and practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. So the more patient you can be with yourself, the better it's going to be. And finally, ask for help, ask for direction. This is just a brief introduction on things you should know, and so as you get moving and as you start experiencing things, ask for help. That's what we're here for. That's what we want to train you for. It'll help you stay focused and diligent in your training process and help get you to that finish line in one piece. But more than ever, remember, this stuff takes time, it takes a lot of practice, but it all begins with that mindset, making sure that you understand that you can be a world-class athlete, you can be a world-class individual in recovery. All it takes is a little bit of belief, a team to support you, and your willingness to step out of your comfort zone. So let's go, let's hit the pavement. We'll be posting more videos about these and other tips for running and other recreational activities. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up here on Facebook, and help turn that mess of addiction into the message of sobriety.